So I'm going to type Kobo Collect like this. I think you can see my screen. Okay, so I'm going to type Kobo Collect like this. You come here, you create an account if you don't have an account yet, but if you have an account, you can just log in. So I'm just going to talk about creating an account. So enter your full name here, enter username here, enter the email here, enter your country, sector, type of organization. You can use I always use an educational organization here, then agree. If then the next thing is to you to enter the password, reconfirm and create. This is just how to sign in to create an account. Then I've already created an account, so I'll go straight to sign in. So you can see here I have my own account here already. So this is my username and password. So I am going to click here to actually log in. Now I'm going to do a simple thing. I have so many data here, which probably some of them is on, some are not on. I just want you to ignore whatever you see on my screen. Just assume that this is the first time you are working on this. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to bring Survey 1 to 3, which is what we designed here, the Survey ArcGIS Connect here. Now what am I going to do? I'm just going to use one thing there because I talked about the XLSForm. You can use it anywhere. So I'm just going to collect the XLSForm and use it for this. That's why I say we are not going to waste a bit time here. So if you look here, you can see the Nigerian hospital here. If I click on it, that's going to open. The XLSForm that we used last time is exactly what I'm going to use this time. Now, you can make a comparison between both of them and see what is the difference between them and be able to make your own comparison. Now, why I came here is that I just want you to open this XLSForm, which is going to open. So you can see here, it is, I click on XLSForm here, and it's automatically launching on the Excel. So this is what we designed together, and then I think there is no much fight on this because I was saying you can share me your own so that I can visualize, but it is still the same thing, and I think I shared this in the WhatsApp group. So if we do that, I'm just coming here to copy because I already have it here. I'm just going to copy the path. Now I'll return to my browser. Now if you create your own, these are most of the projects I have done. Some I have archived and some are still up here, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Go here, click on new. Here you see I sign in, click on new here. Then under here you can build from scratch, from template, upload XLSForm or import from XLSURL. For today we're going to click on upload an XLSForm. Now I have copied the link to this Excel. I'm just going to drop it here, or here I'll just paste because I've copied it, and then I wait for it to upload. Now it's going to upload, and that has been uploaded. So I'm just going to make changes on it because I'm just going to put hospital data collection. I just want to put it, let me just make it here. I'm just going to click home and put it geomatics planets hospital data collection. Description, if I want to put it sector, and let us put it in health and public health. Country, and I'm going to put Nigeria. So this is just the only different thing I make on the XLSForm. I didn't touch it, I didn't do any other thing. Then I'll click on create. Now there is something that will happen here. You can see here it has been created, it has been deployed, the time and everything is here. Then what you need to do again, click on the summary tab. You see this is the summary tab, 11 questions created by me last month if I helped Nigeria. Click on the form part, you can see the form here. Click on the data, there is no data here. You can see, click on the setting, there is no settings here. You can make your own settings here if you want to make settings, but for now let's return to the form. When I return to the form, I'm going to click on preview. On the preview, then I am going to go to preview, and then you can see the data here. What is the name of the hospital? You can see here. Select the hospital site. You can see if you open here, select the hospital state. This is supposed to open us the state, the name of the state. So I will check what happened, but this ideally is supposed to show us, let's say, Lagos, but I think there is issue with this because it's okay, it's here. Let me check Ekiti. Yeah, it's here. You can see the once you type, the preview is different. Ebonyi, as you're typing the name of the state, you can see here it's coming up here. And then if I type Akwa Ibom, because it's already there, you can see it coming up here. If I type Enugu, you can see Enugu coming up here. You can see Benue, Enugu, similar, you select it. So this is working perfectly. Is it functional? Not functional. One of the hospital government. The same thing we have here. I don't know whether you can see what I'm doing. So upload, snap, yeah, everything is in order. So you can see the form is functional. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click here to deploy. Now it's deploying and it has been deployed successfully. Now if you look here, you see that among the 5 things I did here, the one of them is geomatics hospital data collection. Here you see this one is the ones that is inside my deploy. 5 of them, I have 5 deployed, but for now I'm saying that the deploy is this particular one you can see here. So you can see it here. Now a quick one, you are going to do your own too, but like I said, I want us to have more data, so you are going to use my own. Now what you are going to do is tomorrow or this night, I want you to create your own project. When you create your own project, you're going to give me your username. I'm going to add you here. Now the good aspect of this one now is that I can add you here and I will give you permission of what you can do. For example, I am the creator, which you can see here as the owner. Now if I bring you Pablo, for example, if this is your username, and if I add you here, I can select the permission I can give you here. So for that, I'm going to give you a permission which you are going to collect data, and but the only difference is that I'm going to give you all the access permission you can edit this from. Now I'm going to grant you that. Then here I'm also going to allow user to submit without username and password. I'm not going to allow that because why? You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to allow that. I want to know who collect the data, because even when you're lying in your bedroom tomorrow, you can just fill in these data like get data, because I want us to have data to be able to work. So on that case, I'm not going to allow anybody submit without username and password, because I want to know who contributed that data. So I'm not going to check this on. So here anyone can view. If I want anybody to view the data, no problem, I'll put this. So the good thing is that this particular platform can allow you, the way you do your Google form, you can use it to do it. Now the good aspect of this is that you give permission to people on what you want them to do. You can collect the data, you can clone this project. If you go to settings here, you can see you can clone this particular project. You can share, you can do whatever you want, you can connect it to different other projects. You can use reset here. So for those of us who knows what I'm saying, this is where you can see activities here. So this is the activities as you can see in here. So you see what happens here. So you can see different activities are performed here. Now in summary, I want us to use this to do the same thing, to be able to work on what we're talking about. So on this case, what you're going to do is when you finish today, you can share with me either in our general group or in our personal group. Then create your own, try your own, because my interest is for you to know how you can collect data. So create your own, upload your own, and do the same thing I do. But when we are collecting data, I want us to collect our data in the central where all of us will have our data together, so that if we have an Excel we export, we know we are using this Excel, this is what we are using this Excel for. If we don't have the Excel, like I just want us to have the whole data in one place. So this is the form. So what you are going to do is tomorrow or today, when you share me your username. When you sign up, I can click on the share here, add you up here, so that you will have this form, and when you share it with me, it's going to be like this person shared waste management for me. Here you can see now that who is the owner. If you go to the settings here, you see access denied. Why? Because he set me only to be part of it, but he did not give me the privilege, so I won't be able to access it. But if you look at sharing, you see access denied on the data. On the form, I can only view the form, because that's what the permission he gave to me. Now before I forget, there is also here online offline submission. You can change what can happen here. Only online before you submit. Online you can submit. So this you can do. You can embody from website. So whichever way you want, that's what you can do. This is just, you have just to explore. It is the same thing that we did, but since the other one is not working, so we are going to use this, and we'll fix that later, because I'm interested in us getting to know how we can work on, because I want us to be creating map using ArcGIS online, and also be able to interact with online the data and and then the rest of them. So we are going to get this done. Now on iOS, I will share this thing with us, and then on what do you call it, on Android, I'm also going to share the link with us. Now the next thing you need to do is you head over to your I'm going to use like we know, I'm just going to use my Android because I don't use what is not Android. So I'm going to use my Android to explain what I am saying on this. So on this case, I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see. I believe you can see my screen now. I believe you can see my screen right now. All right, great. So you can see my screen. So what you need to do is you head over to here, Play Store or iOS, and you type Kobo Collect. So I'm going to share the iPhone iOS version. So you can see Kobo Collect here, up here. So in Kobo Collect here, I have already installed it, so I have enabled it because I disabled it. So when you open here, you will see something like this when you open. Now you will go to the Kobo Collect here and go to the settings. I'm going to share the username you are going to add. Go to this username, copy this. You see the way I type it? If you come here, if you download it new, go to the server here, you will see password here. Click on the server. Server is what I want you to go straight. Server here. You click on it. Now go to Kobo Tools. Put this link the way you are seeing it on my screen, which is https://kcobotools.org. Put it like that. Now go to your username. You can see this is the username I used to sign in that time. Use your own username the way you create it. Now go to your password. Use your password the same way you create it. So you can see my password. So this is my password. So you can use your password the same way you create it. Now once you are done, you click OK. And once you click OK like this, return back. Now because I am going to share this form with you, you are going to start interacting with the one I created. You can create your own, but you can see both your own and my own. So maybe you can make it, save it with different names so you know my own, the one we're going to collect, and my own. So what do you need to do? Now the first time you come in, click on download form. So this is download form. So I'll click on download form. You will see it come like this. Now once it comes like this, so you wait for it until it load the database. So if you look here, you see now that these are different data that is active for me. It is active for me because I have not archived it. So because it is active for me, now you can see now that the geomatics is the one I'm going to uncheck it. So if I click on it, it will be selected. You can see. Once it is selected, I will click on get selected. Down here, it will move like this, and then you will see all download succeeded. You click OK. Now once this, you click OK, come to start new form. Click on new form. It's going to come up like this. And once it comes like this, it is still, because I have many, and that's why you're seeing this like this, but still look for that geomatics hospital data collection. So I'll click on it. This is going to come like this. What is the name of the this? I'm going to say Pablo Hospital like this. Then I can swipe right or click on next. Then it will ask me what is the state of origin. I can type it like with my phone. If I type Abuja, you see it's not coming. If I type Zamfara, if I stamp Zamfara, you see Zamfara coming here. So it is a search, so it comes that way. So I'm going to type Zamfara and I'll select Zamfara. Next, is it functional or not functional? Do the selection. You can swipe right. Is it government or hospital? Private, go to government for anyway. What is the bed? So you select that. Then you also do the same thing here. Then you go to do the same thing. It's just the same thing we did. You keep on doing that same way, and then until we get to the end of it. Now this is get GPS coordinate. Now what this happens is that once you click GPS coordinate, it automatically say that when it is within 4 meters, it will pick. So automatically, if I click on it, that's going to pick. So it's going to geolocate. So once it is getting up to 4 meters in radius, it's automatically going to pick the coordinate, like as you can see. So it's going to go like that, connect to the satellite, and once it picks it automatically. What is next? I can click on next, and they can ask me take a photograph. In this case, I can snap the photograph, so which I'm going to click on take a photograph. My camera will open and then I'll snap it, and once I snap, it's going to come like this. If I want to re-enter, I re-enter. If not, I can click OK, and once I click OK, I'll click next. What is it here? I don't want to save it as draft because since I have internet, I just need to send. So I'll click on send, and that's going to be sent. So if you see here, you see that ready to be sent, it has been sent. So you can see here, this has been sent, and you can see sent here. You see that geomatics here has been sent for me. So why you are seeing the rest of them is because I still have other data I was collecting, but you can see the geomatics have been sent, and then you can continue that way. Next, start new form. Yeah, that's just how to be. Start new form, and then you select this geomatics and you continue that way. Now that's just what you need to do on your phone. So you collect as many data as you can collect so that we can have it and be able to use that to build what we want to build, like a database, a dashboard I want to build. So on this, I am going to change back to my, I'm going to change back and return back here. Now if you look here, you see that the form which we deploy, I'm going to refresh now because I have uploaded one of the data, as you can see. So once I refresh here, so you see that this particular one is going to be here. Now if you go to summary, you can see that among the question, you see that we have one submission here. This is the date today. This is between these days, 7 days ago. On today, being this date, this is what the total we have. If you, the more you have, how many that was collected. The next thing is form. The next thing is data. Under data now, it will change. The first thing you see under data here is table. Now this is Pablo. You can see the data I collected. Who collected it? By Kinvic. You can see my username here. What time? You can see the time. What is the UID? You see the UID. This one is the phone, because when you set it, if you don't want it to get those ID, you don't need it. What is the coordinate? You can see the coordinate here. So everything I did here is here. Now here you can see, if you click here, you can view the form that I have submitted. This is what I submitted. Now if you review it, maybe you are a reviewer, because I can assign it to be only a reviewer. You can approve that this data is okay or this data is not okay. If I say approve, and then you say this goes to the approve. If I say not approved, you also know that this data is not approved. Maybe depend on how I want it. I can make some edit on this. I can view it, and then I can print, and I can, if I want to print, I can print. But now once I am collecting these data, this information is going to be gathered here, as you can see. The next thing is reports. Now the good aspect of this is it is going to be real life plotting this thing for you, the report. So as you can see here, we have that Pablo Hospital. You see here, it's going to be selecting, like, quickly. Let me quickly add another data so that we can be making a two comparison. So I'm going to type Steph Hospital. Next, I'm going to select Akwa Ibom. Next, I'm going to put maybe unknown. Next, go private. Next, let me just quickly select some of the data so that we can be having a different comparison from what I'm trying to explain. So quick one. I'll be done within few seconds. So all right, okay, so I have done this and then I've sent it. So now it has been sent. Now let me refresh again to explain what I'm trying to say by showing you the real information of what you are doing. Now if you go to data, now if you go to the table, you can see here on the table that I have two data. So you can see here, you can see the difference here. You can see the way it is here down to here. Now what next? Go to report now, which was where. Now if you see here, you see now that Pablo, one frequency, that means one is collected with Pablo Hospital, Steph one hospital, 50-50%. Look here, what is the state? You can see the state is Zamfara, Akwa Ibom. You can see 50-50. What is it functional? Both of them are unknown, 100%. Is it government or private? You can see 50-50 government and private. What is it based? So you can see the way it is automatically displaying. How many times did we have frequency of private? One. Hospital one. So you can see this is automatically making this particular way for you to see it. Now nevertheless, you can also change the way you want to visualize it by clicking on these three things here. So you can select how do you want it to show. Like I want it to show like this, I will save, and you can see that this is going to change the donut. How do you want this one to be? Area, you can also save it, and this is going to change to you can select it whichever way you want it to be for you to be able to visualize it. So this is exactly what I'm doing. Under gallery here, you can see the gallery here. Under download here, you can see the download here where you can download as SLS from GeoJSON, CSV, coordinate, and you can export it and use it in ArcGIS. So once I select this, what it is, and then the label, and I can also click export, I will be able to download this data in CSV and visualize it in ArcGIS. Under the map, this will be showing the real map location of where you are. So by using this, you should be able to see the real live location of where you are and at any point in time. So where is the location and where, so you can see it goes in that particular pattern. So this is the map, and then this is the gallery. You can see the gallery here. Every information you collect, if I want to see the picture, I should be able to open it like this, like I open up this, and I should be able to see the picture. So this is what I want us to do today. And like I said, once you get your data, let me know so that I can share the project with you by adding your username here and give you the permission, so that, but like I said, I want everybody to use this. That's what, because I want to know who collected the data and who is responsible for the data we collected. So this is pretty much of it for today. But like I said, we use the XLSForm which we built before. So if you have my own, you can upload that to see how it works. But what I need you to do is create an account, give me your username, I will add it for you. Now, example before we go is that I want to edit this form a bit, and you see these names I put here. If I make any change on this hospital now, you can see here it have opened up like this. And then if I make any change here, once I save it, you will see that once I save it and it is successful, I didn't make any changes on this particular file. What will happen here, you will see that the form here, you see now that I have made it public this. So if I redeploy now, you can see that this is version 2. You can see here version 2. Now if I redeploy, I'll click OK. What will happen once this happens? If you go to your phone, you can see that you have a new update. You can re-download the same way we have the other one. Now if you look here, you see that we have version 1, version 2. So you can see version 1 was this version. I'm currently on version 2. If I click on this, I can clone this version, if you can see here. So you can make modification. If you want to step back to where you were, with the last edit you made in 20 days ago, just click on it, you can clone, or you click on it, you can revert back to this. You see the way it is cloned? If I clone it, it forms into a new project. So this is what it is. Now another thing is that if you change something in this XLSForm here, and you want to import it back, return back here, click on this arrow here, this particular one here, this replace form, then you can re-upload. If you have the link, import with the link. If you have the template, use the template. But for me, I would have clicked on this and I will drop it again. It will update the same way we used to update and create save. So this is what I want us to do. Like I said, and I want you to do that as soon as possible, because I want us to collect enough data so that when we are building a kind of dashboard, we will try dashboard in different perspectives, not just only this, so that we do that and able to build what we want to build. Not just only, we are going to try different dashboard by using it like using the format we are going to use, not just only hospital, but you can see where you can apply creating a dashboard. So we are going to explore that, but for now, this is pretty much of it. So if you have any question, you can ask me. But like I said, go and get this done. Try it yourself, and I need the username between now and then the end of tomorrow, because creating this does not take time. So follow the prompt, create it, and then you should be able to give me the username, and I should be able to see the data you are collecting, so that we can start working on creating dash. And if we collect enough data, maybe between now and then our next session, we might fix another section to review and start building our dashboard, or start using the data and rest of them. So if you have any question, you can ask me now. If not, you can drop it here. Okay. You say? All right. Okay, so if you have the account now, I can add it right now. But if you don't have the account now, once you create it, you can share it with me. Then I can proceed with adding you up. Yes. Okay, right. Okay, for the other one, I don't know what is the issue, but we will check to know. And even we have the second person, we would have actually tried to see why is it happening like that. Because for me, I don't have any issue. But we will find a way to explore it. Maybe, like I said, I will let you know. All right. Okay, that's it for now. And have a good